It is time to Balatro because everyone and their mother has been doing this, and I need a break from the racing grind. As a creator, it is incumbent upon me to start with my own custom seed, Cutest Novelist, but as with everything on this channel, I decided to science the absolute frick out of this one. I'll assume y'all already know how to play this game, and many of you likely know more about it than I do, but as we go along, I am going to at least justify every action that I've taken here. So let's see where we are at, shall we? Riffraff has given me two of my favorite synergized jokers, Egg and Swashbuckler. These will scale up as we complete each blind, but the important thing is to use their value to farm money. Our first boss is the Pillar, meaning our 10s are out of commission, but trust me, I do have a plan B. So we are getting rid of the banana because it will refuse to pop. Trust me, I tried everything. And we're getting rid of Jolly as well, but this will not be the only time we see him. Let's farm that money, but we should also level up our hands a little just to make sure we can clear each blind in a single hand. And while we're at it, we need that red seal 4. A negative tag has appeared. What do you think it will be? Oh, and not only that, but we have a polychrome red card. By farming booster skips, we can carry it through literally the entire run. We're getting into a pretty good rhythm here as we move into Ante 3, but to make things even better, we need to pick up a very special card, a bonus chip Polychrome 10. 2 more really good skips, and if everything was done right, we'll be having a wonderful surprise once we've made it through the wheel. Welcome to Ante 4, and would you look at that? Negative Hanging Chad, Polychrome Jolly Joker. Looks like this is a pair run now. We can do one more skip, giving us even more money, and then play out the next hand with another 4 of a kind. From this point on, we need to start leveling pairs. All of this is for the eventual post-game, though that is assuming we make it all the way to the end. No pressure. Here we are in the club, and for some reason, I feel like 7s are just calling to me. Ante 5 gives us Tarot Tycoon, and we can now grab Chariot to turn that red 4 from earlier into a red steel. The pieces are starting to fall into place. Alright, there's the 4. Let's get this done. Our special 10 is in front. Let's send it. I mean, it's not bad for Ante 5, but I definitely want to see more mult. Thankfully, we have a slew of tarot cards and a duo joker coming in to help us out with just that. Heading into the next blind, nothing critical here, so let's just play it out. We certainly need more 10s, but also better 10s, and our luck has blessed us with a holographic one. Ante 5 concludes with the water, which is not ideal, So let's gun and run all the way to Ante 6. This is it. This is where everything comes together. Assuming our draw order is completely correct, there is a blueprint waiting for us deep within the shop. A temperance loop is absolutely vital to locate and secure it. Let's grab a few more red cards, as we'll definitely need them, and then 1, 2, 3, one last spool for good measure. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Say goodbye to Jolly Joker. Hello, Blueprint. We'll put it in your hanging chad and let it do its thing. Ante 6 is home to a double tag and a spectral skip. Using both grants us Immolate and Aura, allowing us to thin the deck and get another Polychrome 10. And with that, we are on the Serpent. We can throw discards to find our skill 4, then glass a 10, and send the hand. There you have it, our very first million. And this is far from over. Ante 7 gives us more cards, more cloning, and more steel conversion. We will need every bit of it if we want to survive the Needle, which is the upcoming boss of this ante. Now, it's unfortunate we've yet to do anything with the 6 yet, but this is a marathon, not a sprint. This shop is very important, so we need to get as much money as we can, as well as all the steel that we can. I'd normally say grab that Mercury, but this time it is better to play things safe. There's our queen, her chariot awaits. So the deck has become very top heavy at this point, which is why I'm so cautious. If we don't get everything on our discards when playing the Needle, our run is over. Let's take only what we need from the shop and get ready to grit our teeth. Not a good start, but there is a chance. Four 10s, first being Polychrome on Blueprint Hanging Chad. Is it enough? Being real, if this were a higher stake, we would not have made it. That is how close it gets, but we are now in the final ante of the main run. If we can keep refining our deck, we are going to get through this. Alright, you know the drill. Clone our red steel 4s and clean out any unnecessary cards. Slow and steady. As you can see, our future is very dependent on these steel cards, meaning we are going to need 2 more Jokers, Drunkard and Troubadour. So while Egg and Swashbuckler have served us well, it seems that we must finally say goodbye. The final Arcana skip will take out some 8s and add a few 10s. With that, the stage will be set. And there you have it. We have bested the bell and beaten this game of Balatro, meaning we are ready to carry our deck into endless mode. There are still a few key items that we are missing, but if we play our cards right, pun intended, then we will get to watch as the cutest novelist seed achieves some truly monumental scores. Starting off, we can finally take care of that red 6, meaning we will have an ample supply of red steel cards of multiple kinds just in case we ever run into another debuff boss blind. Let's keep it going. More money, more steel. I've just gotta say it, convert the left card into the right card. You know, it does seem a little anticlimactic, but respectable nonetheless. I do hope we can find what we're looking for. Now, you'll notice Planet X has come up because of our 5 of a kinds. We do not need it, so do not take it. You know, it's a good thing we got the house now and not later, because that could have been a run ender, just like the needle. Slowly but surely, those score requirements are going up. After this ante, it is going to get bad, so we need to be ready. Because the Psychic requires playing a 5-card hand, this is a perfect time to see what 5 10s can do with 6 steels, 5 of them red. The last goes first. $54 million. Okay, it's good, but it is not great. We must go further. And to do that, how about a nice bowl of ramen? Score requirement is now 7 million. We can do this, but every action must be calculated. Seeing as we have enough steel cards finally, the time has come to go all in on glass 10s. So, fun fact, I did not know that Glass Hollow and Glass Poly were a thing. Let's be reckless and see what 5 of a kind does now. Okay, getting my best hand ever on my own seed is pretty freaking sweet, but if any of those glass cards had shattered, we'd be screwed. From now on, we play it absolutely safe. If you've made it this far, let me welcome you to Ante 12. This shall be the final ante of our run. There is one joker we need in order to survive, and it is Card Shark. It is buried in the shop, and all of our remaining money will go to finding it. But once we have it, our pairs will be worth just as much as 5 of a kind. That is the endgame strat. There it is. We've done it. We have everything we can possibly get. This run is ours now. $439 million just like that. And this isn't even our final form. Heading into the final shop, let's spend as much money as we need to. Ante 12 final boss. It is all or nothing in this last showdown. Throwaway pair to start. Getting larger as we go. There it is, people. 1.8 billion points for a final score of 1.9. We have survived 12 antes and achieved incredible scores for a non-face card run. Yet I have to confess, the moment you get to Ante 13, this game is unfortunately over. The next score you would need is 47 billion, and to do that, you would need Mime. Unfortunately, I could not find it in the seed, so our journey ends here. Let's see this one off. Though there is one thing I need to bring up, some of the more clever among you would probably ask why I did not glass the red 6. If I had glassed it during the Serpent, would it have changed the run? The answer is, in fact, yes, though it simply was not enough to matter. To demonstrate this, I actually went back and redid the run with this change in mind, and upgrading with strength. Already, 1.6 is achieved with a pair, putting it on par with the previous run. Though, watch what happens next ante even with the second pair. Even full red steel, red glass pair is only 8 billion. And if you go for 3, 4, or 5 of a kind, for every glass card that you add, that is one less steel. It is a balancing act with diminishing returns, and if those glass cards break, the whole run is dead. There is zero reason to run it that way, because you would still be better off just looking for Mime. If it exists on the seed, I could only see it as being in one of the many judgment cards that I skipped during this run. But holding out for it in the early game might have cost me at the needle, and there's no guarantee I'd even find it in antes 9 through 12. So yeah, I think that is the final nail in the coffin for the seed, but for what it's worth, I cannot stress enough that this was the highest score I have ever gotten in the game. Thank you so much for watching, and will I do this again? I really don't know. Testing the seed took me 5 days, plus recording and editing took a few more because I had to effectively cut a 40-minute run in half. As much as I love this game, it is simply not my wheelhouse, although I would not put the possibility at 0. Now, with all of that out of the way, I will be seeing y'all in the next video.